stopped alongside the road because we were attacked by some wolves. Just right there. Velia mentioned that she'd like to talk about something.
It's so nice to just talk a little, you and I. I was just thinking, would you be interested if I told you a little about myself?
Please, go ahead.
It wasn't that easy to get a job in Markarth. Lisbeth, the merchant, who seemed like a nice person, couldn't afford any help. And there was something with the atmosphere at the inn that I just didn't like, so I never asked there. Instead, I started to work as a street sweeper. The work was quite harsh, but I endured. However, one day, the orc ladysmith was walking down the stairs while I was on my knees scrubbing the stones. She didn't look where she put her feet, and therefore she stumbled over me and fell down the stairs. I almost fell too. She didn't injure herself that badly. She only sprained her wrist. But that was bad enough, as it meant she couldn't work. I felt both guilty and sorry for her, so I offered to help, and my help was welcome. So I spent a week tanning skins for the smith, and her brother even showed me how to do some basic work at the forge. But by the time her wrist had healed again, also Brewster had regained his strength, and it was time for us to continue.
I see. You've led an interesting life thus far.
Shall we continue?
Here in Skyrim. We'll be on our way. That is beautiful. And we have reached Dawnstar.
Let's try the inn. That's what bars usually are, right?
That's a good point. Let's see.
Not hot enough.
Guessing that
Skyrim ever get
that's the
warm?
blacksmith.
No, not really. Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar, stranger. Best buy your steel and move on.
I see. No one's getting any rest. Why not?
Nightmares. I haven't met a single man or woman who doesn't admit to having them. A bad dream I can handle. But everyone having the same bad dream every night. It's a curse, I say. I hear there's a priest of Mara visiting the inn. Maybe the divines will cure us.
Perhaps. Are you in charge of this forge?
My wife Sarah and I run it together. She's still Smith's, even though we found out she is with child. Our son or daughter isn't going to get much Redguard culture here in Skyrim. I know my wife worries how she will pass along her tradition. Hey, if you find a book called Night Falls on Sentinel, could you bring it to me? It's a story from my wife's people. Be good to have.
If I see it, I'll bring it to you.
Good on you.
I have some armor and weapons in my saddlebags that you might be interested. What do you have?
Looking to protect yourself? Or deal some damage?
Let's see. He does have a few nice items. Wow. 929 gold. I was going to say I could disenchant that and learn the flame aura for a sword, but let me go fetch that stuff from the saddlebags.
I've been looking for you.
Out with it.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Museum? Let's have a look. Museum pamphlet. Silas Vesuvius presents The Museum of the Mythic Dawn, a history of the cult that toppled the Septim Dynasty, inside of his very own home in the great capital of the Pale Dawnstar, free and open to all citizens of Skyrim. We'll stop in sometime. Let's get this saddlebag unloaded. So I've sold a lot of the weapons and the armor to the blacksmith, and we're looking for the inn. Lengel's house. Gear. Oh, there's a smelter. I could have smelted down some of those weapons. Oh well.
Can't sleep well no matter
found.
how much drink I put in.
For divine's sake, Skull. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Horik is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Skald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
My duty is to guard Drina Meredith.
I swear, these past 30 years you've been at my side, and I think I barely know you.
What's to say? I was born on a farm, joined the Legion when I came of age, and I've served you ever since.
What about your family? There must have been someone waiting for you back at the farm, wondering if you were ever coming home.
No, can't say there was. My parents died when I was young. You and the Legion have been my only family since.
I see. You're a good soldier, Horik. I'm sorry for intruding.
You weren't. There's just not much to it.
Local politics.
I've been in the Legion all my life. I'm content to serve. Watch your hands around the legate.
Very well. This must be the Jarl's. We'll go in and speak with him. The White Hall. Indeed. Excuse me, sir.
Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you.
Well, I was thinking, sir.
Nightmare
with the war going
problem.
on,
The other
maybe I could enlist, fight the Imperium.
blacksmith mentioned that. Is Dawnstar
yes, sir.
prepared for dragon attacks?
Oh, fish, sir.
The only reason dragons are attacking is because Talos is angry with us for turning our backs on him. As soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the dragons will vanish. Mark my words.
How is Dawnstar faring in the war?
Oh, the Stormcloaks are destined to win this fight. Talos is with us, and when you fight under a divine's blessing, victory is assured. Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire. I hope this remains true.
Very well, Jarl.
Don't bother me again unless it's important.
I'll be on my way.
My Jarl, I have concerns about the safety of Dawnstar.
Safety? Don't I have you to handle the town's safety? What is this about, Jan?
You keep pledging more and more of our guard to the front lines. The way this is going, we won't be able to defend our own borders.
Nonsense. The best place for our men is driving the Imperials back. I will ensure that men from Dawnstar get every opportunity for glory.
Glory is meaningless if they have no home to return to. I urge you to lower our commitments to the front until I'm sure we're safe.
I won't have you rob our soldiers of their chance to drive out the Empire. I'm done discussing this yacht.
I wasn't listening. What do we have here?
Bullfrec, I have an order.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
To a fine shine.
Fight or die well.
We could hardly waste anyone else's precious time.
How do you feel about the war?
Skyrim is the birthplace of humanity, the birthplace of honor, and those snowbacked Imperials renounced both when they laid down before the Thalmor. Worse still, to pay for the privilege to keep his throne, the Emperor sells Skyrim and our very gods, Talos no less, to the damn elves. And what did Torib do? He and the Owls that supported him, they took the Emperor's gold, sold out their people for a slave master's peace treaty. Ulfric did right killing him. Soon we'll rid Skyrim of elves, their bloody justicars, and the Jarls in their pockets. The whole damn lot of them. And we'll cleave through the Legion to get to them.
I'll be on my way. Let's go, Velia. Come, Inigo. Let's find the inn. Dawnstar Barracks. Ah, is this it? Yes. The Nightgale Inn. Hello.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside.
Thank you. That is awkward the way you're carrying the wood with the sword.
Let me know if you want. I think I got the clean mug around or something.
Let's see. Looking for a bard.
The Wind Peak Inn features the finest bard in all of Dawnstar. Me.
But you're not a Redguard. He would appear to be the man we're looking for.
Greetings. If you are here to listen to my music, I have to disappoint you. I cannot play, as I've lost my music instruments.
Need something?
Have you recently bought a flute from a wood elf?
Yes, I have. Quite a nice flute, actually. Unfortunately, I haven't got it anymore. In fact, I have lost all my music instruments.
Entertaining the guests,
Blazes.
drinking and making your
What happened to your instruments?
On my way to Dawnstar, I was attacked by bandits. They knocked me down and grabbed everything I owned. Yes, they even took my precious lute, the best music instrument I've ever played. I think the bandits might be part of the pack that infests Fort Fellhammer. But when I regained consciousness, it was pitch dark and I had no weapon. I don't care about the money or the flute. If I could just get my precious loot back, I would be so
Excuse
happy.
you. Maybe I can track down the thieves.
Would you do that? That would be amazing. Tell you what, if you just bring me the loot, you can keep everything else. Yes, I will even try to find a way to reward you, although I have, as you know, lost all my money.
What troubles you, my son?
Greetings. If you are here to listen to my music, I have to disappoint you. I cannot
And what might
play,
you need?
as I've lost my music instruments.
I have met Wilbert before. He is the Redguard bard I met on the boat to Dawnstar. The one who promised to teach me how to play a lute.
He didn't recognize you?
No, apparently not. Maybe he was too preoccupied with his worries over the lost music instruments. Or maybe it was because I spent most of the time on the ship being seasick.
Why would they be looking at me?
Well, we did spend an evening together here at Dawnstar as well, but to tell the truth, he was drunk and slept on the table most of the time. You know what? Once we have found his instruments, maybe he will recognize me.
We'll see.
Talk later.
Yes?
The Wind Peak Inn features the finest bar in all of Dawnstar.
Out with
Me.
What's wrong with everyone around here? Lack of sleep, nightmares?
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
What could you do anyway? Dreams aren't real.
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares. Not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent.
If the bard would stop flirting with me. Not that I'm not flattered. Thank you. What's your plan?
I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
I feel she's a bit more than a bard. I think that she's... Nah, I won't go there. What do you mean, return? You've been there?
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
I trust you. How can I help?
Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry.
Who is the Daedric Lord Vermina?
Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair.
What does she do with the memories?
Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent.
Let's see.
I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
You're distracting, that's what you are. Let's be on our way.
Follow me. It's this way.
Very well. We have everyone? Yes.
It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult. The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her. Perhaps my prayers were answered, and your reason for stumbling across Dawnstar was more than a mere coincidence.
Perhaps. We may as well be ready. Just in case. Unrelenting force. This is going to be a climb. The Jarl mentioned the nightmares, as did the blacksmith. And if it's a Daedric prince behind it, perhaps we can help alleviate the troubles of Dawnstar. We have a priest of Mara with us. That can only help. Vilya, you should really have your blade out. Plenty of goats. Is there anything else? I see movement. Ice wraiths. That's not good. It does give me an idea. It's been a while. Let's see if I can remember it. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh!
You will be so dead. So many Whistle fighting. Sometimes it's dead. This is actually quite
Vilya, you enjoyed that. Ah. These wraiths are difficult. Hard to see. 3. Number 3. Number 4. Not very practiced in magic. Haven't used that since Helgen. Haven't had any use for it. At least I believe it was Helgen. Nightcaller Temple. We've arrived inside the temple. And before we get started, I need to eat something. Bread, something large. Venison chop, well fed. Good. Ah, this is that shrine to Mara he said he set up. Trials of Saint Elisa. Doesn't ring a bell.
Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open.
It's a door? illusion. Clever.
Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here. Behold the Skull of Corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
Very well. This must be the miasma. Looks like there's orcs sleeping up there. Oh, they were sleeping.
I'll see you.
Yeah!
Stop us. Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released.
Looks difficult to breach.
Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
You seem to know an awful lot about this place.
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
Why keep it a secret?
When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption for Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
All right. I'm ready.
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
Let's be to it. But how can the skull be affecting Dawnstar?
Lore holds that the Skull of Corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
The library. Through here?
It's just up here.
I was right.
Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within.
Better let me go first. Yep.
For Dawnstar!
No! Yeah! Yeah!
What happened?
Wait, no spells. Garlic, potion of minor magicka, Vermina robes. Interesting. Why not? Yes.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact.
It'd be helpful if I knew what I was looking for. 16 Accords of Madness, Volume 6. I know I don't have that.
You're pathetic.
No, I have a shield of waiting shock. Your spells really don't do much. Oh, one side.
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need.
Yeah. What am I looking for?
We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level.
Red Mountain Flower, Potion of Minor Magica. We almost woke the whole place. Charis eggs, garlic, nightshade. This place is going to have a lot of alchemical reagents. Red Mountain Flower.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Next time, let me get ahead of you. So he said check the balcony. We'll have a look. Is there anything interesting? What's this? The firmament. I have that. All burned. What's this? Burned. There's some over there. Ah, wait a minute. Aha! Dream Stride. Vermina on the cover. Let's see. Just glancing over it. Of the numerous potions that have surfaced to date, Vermina's torpor is perhaps the most impressive. A single sip of this viscous liquid places the imbiber in a state known as the Dream Stride. This condition allows the subject to experience the dreams of another as if they were actually there. The subject becomes an integral part of the dream, behaving as if they belong. To any other entities in this dream state, the subject will be mistaken for the dreamer. The subject will even find his mannerisms, speech patterns, and knowledge expanded appropriately. He's going to use that somehow. Bet you he's going to use it on me. More magics. Ah, this way. Wait. Varieties of Daedra. Doesn't look familiar. I'll bring it along. If it's a double of something I have, I can always sell it. Now, check down here. What's this? Nope. Book. There he is.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Found it.
Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor.
I was reading about it. Is that some kind of potion?
Yes. The torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
That's amazing.
Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
I'm going to be your test subject then.
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated.
Do you know where we can find the torpor?
All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
What will a dream stride feel like?
You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vermina.
How will I know when to awaken?
I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled.
And what if it's
The
never
laboratory
filled?
adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
Very well. It's the Book of Daedric. I think I have that one, but... yeah. I better get a move on. Through here, I'm guessing. And let's see. Yep, I have Unrelenting Force ready. Probably more sleepers ahead. Yep.
By her benevolence, you shall not stop.
That is a lot of electricity. Potion of Resist Magical. We're going for a lot of potions of healing. And we are going to poison my blade, which I have named the Sicarius Dracorum Dragon Slayer.
That's the best you can do.
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor.
How will I know what it looks like?
It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here.
Very well.
The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. You find it. To me.
These were hardier fighters than I imagined they would be. surprisingly good shape for being asleep as long as they were. Apothecaries. Yes, we'll take those. River Betty, Minor Magica. Gold. That was close. That was a very close one.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
I'm still a bit surprised.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Ah, butterfly wing, tundra cotton, jazz bay. Are there more ahead? So the torpor is in a sort of a black bottle, he said. Rock warbler eggs, Luna moth, blue butterfly. What is that? Ice wraith. Teeth. Oh, there's all kinds of regions down here. Vermina's torpor. We found it. Good. Everything else is bonus. Potion of plentiful healing. Gonna need that. I have a feeling. Minor healing. Small antlers. Must be very small to fit in that alchemical pouch. Fire salts. I like that. Daedra heart. That's rare. 2 of them. Taproot. That's one of the things that I need for Velia. Resist shock. That's the potion I needed a little while ago. Even though my shield protects me from shock.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
I found the torpor.
I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drake.
Here? Now?
Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works. Let's continue. We still have much to do.
Salt pile. Well... are we going out this way? You're waiting for me to drink that. Very well. Get the torch out of my face. This looks good as place as any. I have found quite a few potions. Some of these I need to put on favorite. I'll do that real quick. Now, I've favorited some of the potions, and we have quite a few of them. I had 2 of resist shock. Should have used those. But, alright, Vermina's Torpor.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varyn.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you?
I'm waiting.
Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
I've made my peace. I'm ready.
Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thoric, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed to the death.
Then let it be done. Farewell, my brothers.
I'm in the body of someone named Casimir, and I can't move anything, it appears.
You'll beg me to kill you before I'm done.
Oh my. So I need to get past these guys. This is good as time as any.
Die, you orc!
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm going the right way.
I'll show you what a real is.
It's like walking in a nightmare. Yeah. Wait. Is that it? Yes.
I'll gut you like a horker! God damn you!
Blazes. What's going on? I disabled it. Am I back? I must be.
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it.
It was remarkable, as if I were really there.
How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull.
We can discuss it later. We need to proceed.
Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come. We must get to the skull and destroy it.
Very well. Let's make sure that my blade is charged. And it has run out. I gave it a frost enchantment back at Elysium Estates. Yep, waking up.
Yeah!
Feel the
Wait. Let's see. Potion of resist shock. That's what I'll do. Very nice. Well done. Bone meal. There's a chest. It's a minor illusion. Must be dead. He's awake.
Yeah! Good. I've been itching for it. Yeah! All right. You yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Dealt with. One moment. Don't rush into the lion's den. Ooh. What do we have here? Another chest. Common soul gem and a potion of minor healing and some coin. You just know that more of these are going to jump up as we're trying to leave.
For Lady Mara.
Watch the fire.
Yeah!
Should have come here.
Yeah! No, ended the lesson.
What are these? Soul gem fragments. Aha. I wonder if there's more in here. We've made it.
Wait.
I recognize these two gentlemen.
Daedric, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice. We fight to the last.
And we're going for another potion of resistance shock.
Yeah!
Vermina.
A potion of regenerate health and plentiful healing. One side.
You dare fight a done I knew Baron.
A glass bow. A steel battle axe of souls. If target dies within 3 seconds, fills a soul gem.
Daedric, they were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? I
Out with it.
knew Varen and Daedric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so?
They were trying to kill us.
And had they succeeded, Dawnstar's fate would be sealed. You have a unique way of looking at things, my friend. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. first.
Very well.
An incantation to remove the barrier.
That's it. Looks like a staff.
I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
I do not take commands from you. I can kill him and take the skull, or I can allow him to complete the ritual. Very well. So it's done.
Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me.
So we're done then.
Yes. The skull has been destroyed, and Dawnstar is safe. I'd constructed a meager shrine to Mara in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here.
Thank you, Arender. I'll take you up on that sometime.
There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you.
It's good to know that I have a priest of Mara as a potential companion. But if he doesn't mind, I think I may poke about the place a bit before going out to Velia and Inigo. And rejoining them. Steel Sword of Scorching. Ah! There's one I can disenchant. Elven Mace. They were monks. They didn't have much, but what they had definitely held value. And something tells me if I do search this place, I'm going to be finding a lot of gold on these orcs. Let's see. We'll start. Where is it? Candlelight. Time to do some looting.